outside. Hey guys. Pull my computer up so I don't miss any messages. Let's check, let's see what everyone's doing over here. What are you guys doing? Hi. Hi, I see you. I see you. Hi-ho, everybody. It's gotten hot. It's really hot. Oh, that's why. How's everyone today? Hi, everyone. What? What? The postman come yet, girls? You got the alert? Good. What's up, Cocoa Pants? You want to sit with me? Who are we going to look at? Who are we going to look at? Did we get Kiwi for a bit? She's really beautiful. I saw in the news today that you guys are going to have some heck of a heat wave all across the U.S. except the West Coast. But it's crazy. And I was randomly thinking about something like, oh, do you guys remember Al Gore was totally into the environment? I wonder if he would have made changes. I wonder if Al Gore actually got in. Would he have changed anything that would affect what you guys are experiencing today? Although we've had pretty liberal government in Canada, and they're all about the environment, and nothing's really, I mean, we're still hot here. But what was he saying on TV? I like him. Like, Canada's pretty advanced in, well, environmental issues. Well, they're not, like, perfect, but I think it's part of it's a priority here. Oh, he said I told you so. Except for foresty. Yeah? You get thunderstorms with the heat every day? I don't think the postman came because when the postman comes, it's a big deal. Let me go look. No. You guys get to witness the big poop show every time he comes. So it's going to be very exciting in the next little bit. In the next few minutes, there's going to be a lot of excitement. You're going to hear. You're going to hear about postman's going to come, and I'm selling something on the marketplace, so someone's going to be coming outside. It's going to be crazy. Anyways, how's the true crime podcast going? I don't know what to do. I don't know how to do it or what to do. I need to do something good on YouTube. I was going to tell stories with Rue, but she was not cooperating. So I couldn't do that. I've got this set up in the bird room where I can sit in front of the computer and go from there. Like, that's all set up and the camera's working and everything. So I could do something there, but I just got to figure out what to talk about. You guys know what to talk about? And then you guys followed, or no, Stratio, were you were in Ziggy's chat, right? Summer Wells case. But what should I talk about? Okay, so yeah, so apparently, well, Don, the dad, is going to be getting out of jail at the end of October. So it'll be interesting to see if they press charges before he gets out of jail, or they start. So that's 2 months from now. So what's vent cam? Feet that keep showing up on BC beaches. The thing about that is I don't want to touch true crime in locally because it's all the Hell's Angels. Last thing I need is Hell's Angels finding out about my husband, and like, they're really bad here. Now they have all these small clubs that are kind of like mini Hell's Angels clubs. Oh, Cookie's staring at the vent. Put a camera in the vent. Well, that's been done. The pig farm serial killer, he was crazy. I told you Brad Guard picked in, right? When Brad started his law enforcement, he was corrections officer, and he was part of, he was in segregation, and Picton was in there. And she says that Picton is not that smart, so he must have had help. That's just 20 minutes from here. I remember watching the story and it was like, what? What? Every day it was like, what? Oh my God, what? No, what? You know, it just got worse and worse and worse. I don't know if it was his brother, because a lot of people thought it was the brother, you know what I mean? BC is scandalous, yeah. See, the thing about it is I would have inside, people would want to listen to me because people would think I would have inside knowledge about stuff because of Brad, but I don't. And what if I said something that he told me that I wasn't supposed to say? You know what I mean? I think I can tell you this. I think I can tell you guys this. But shh. Remember when Brad was doing those high-level escorts? He'd leave really early in the morning and he'd escort. It went on for a couple months where he had to lead high-level escorts. Like they would have to plan an escort because there's one guy that was a murderer and all this stuff, like really bad guy in the gangs and everything. And they thought he was gonna escape, like they had intelligence that he was gonna escape or have help to escape and all that stuff, right? So he had like a high level escort. That means like a row of officers with guns and all the other stuff, and every day they had to change their route, right? I wasn't allowed to say that. And it was kind of nerve-wracking because it was so serious, right? Because he's that bad a guy. And like he could have people on the outside, like with guns and everything, and like murder all the people on the road or whatever. So they had to plan their route. Every day it had to be different. And there'd be meetings and everything. Anyways, that went on. Anyways, so guess what happened last week? He escaped. And he had help. He escaped from a prison. Yeah, it was my phone. He escaped from a prison. So he actually got out. He had help, right? Which was like, oh my God, thank God. Nothing happened while Brad was escorting him. But think about it. Just think about the tax dollars. No, he's gone. He's gone. They didn't catch him. He's gone. Just think about the tax dollars. Like, let's look at the tax dollars. How much it costs for all those escorts with the staff, the guns, the overtime, like the traveling, the security, all that for months and months, every day. Because he wanted to go to court, right? He didn't want to go. He didn't want to do it because they do it through camera, right? But he wanted to go to court. So, like, the money that would have gone into that, and the overtime, and all that, and he's basically a drug person, right? So it's not like he's like some, big wig. He's a drug person. I guess that's important. And he has murdered people, but he murdered drug people. Not that each lives are more valuable. But for him to escape, like the money that goes into this stuff, right? Well, I think what happened was, I don't know, I probably shouldn't be saying this, but he dressed up as like when people go into jails, like, because things always breaking in jail, always, right? Because the inmates sabotage it. Like air conditioners, toilets, whatever. And there's different levels of security. Some can go higher, some are lower, right? But the people that got him out were air conditioning guys, and they were the highest security level. I guess they cut the bars. I don't know, they did something, but like, okay, so get this. So apparently before the escape, he covered his camera, right? Covered his camera for an hour. And he wouldn't let the guards in there to do a search. And he wouldn't let the guards in to do a search. And I said, well, why didn't they go in and extract them? I guess they have rights now. They have a lot of rights. I know, right? Exactly. Well, they do that there. They do that. They put things on cameras. They break the cameras. That's just part of being. But this is a jail they built a long time ago. Well, not a long time ago. Probably when Brad first started. And it's all set up in pods, so the guards don't have to have as many employees. And Brad used to work out there. I guess one guy. Okay, this is how devious. This story always fascinated me. This one. So, one of the guards, when the guards are in there, they talk. They talk about stuff. What's happening at home or whatever. And the inmates, they have 24/7 to listen, to plan, to scheme, all that stuff. So what they do is they work on weaknesses. They work on weaknesses. Public prison. So what they do is they find the weakness in the guards, right? They find out, let's say they find out a guard is married, right? They find out where the bars are that the guy goes to. Like, they got months, weeks, days, hours, minutes, all this stuff to scheme and scam. So, so what they do is they're like, okay, so they find out that, that one of the guards, they got a prostitute to try and come on to the guard while he's out at a bar, whatever. Then they get dirt on him. So once they get dirt on the guard, they find out dirt, then once they get dirt on the guard, then they use that dirt to get stuff, right? Like a phone, smuggle in a phone. Some of that stuff, it just more and more, it escalates. And I think this one guard got himself in a jam. And he ended up helping someone escape, and he ended up in jail himself. But these guys have not, the people in jail, it's not that's their life, is scheming and scamming. They're private? Yeah, they think of a million things. I told you guys this one story where, the cleaner, I guess if you're good, you get to do certain things. Well, the cleaner had a mop bucket. He was a cleaner, he's an inmate, and he had a mop bucket. He took the handle off the mop bucket and used that as a weapon against another guy, and he ended up right in his brain. He used the mop bucket, the pointy part of the mop bucket, right in his brain. And he was, I think he was he was never the same after, of course. Yeah, our jails are government run. They're pretty cushy here. Our federal government prisons are really cushy. They can they have a quality of life in there. They can do whatever they want. Pretty much. They can go to school. They can, they've got games and all that stuff. I remember when, do you guys remember the Air India bombers? Do you guys remember? Do you remember Air India? The Air India bombing? Where these two guys bombed that Air India. It was from Canada. Anyways, they finally were able to bring charges against them. So they had one of the prisons closed down, but they kept that prison open just for these two high-profile people. Two high-profile. They got everything they wanted. They got everything. They got their wives, their kids. It was like a hotel for them. They were guarded because they had to keep them happy because they were so high profile, right? They killed hundreds of people on a plane. Guess what? They got off. They got off. No way, Carrie. That's terrible. Your brother was a guard? See, I think sometimes I like Mason Jenkins' case in Canada documentary. That's why I like a government one. You know what I mean? Well, I guess corruption can happen in government too. So anyways, if you're just tuning in, you guys are gonna I have a big kerfuffle coming up soon. The postman hasn't come, and then I'm supposed to meet the postman. It is an amazing word. Okay. Sid, how come you're not telling him to be quiet? Oh yeah, Kiwi gets mad. Is he gone? Okay, one kerfuffle over. One kerfuffle is over. The next kerfuffle will be when I've been selling stuff on Facebook Marketplace. I'm quite proud of myself that I'm getting rid of stuff. Last night I sold $100 thing. Today I'm gonna sell something for $50. And then, because I always keep stuff just in case I need money, right? I'm scared I'm gonna be broke one day, so I keep everything so I can sell it for when I'm broke. Boy, that was good, girls, eh? You let me know that he was here, and he left too. See, they think, I learned that they bark at the postman leaves, so they know that the barking works, right? Like postman tries to break in every single day of the week, but they bark and save us all. But they don't bark at they don't bark at Amazon driver, which I couldn't understand. What else have we got going on here? Yeah, Facebook Marketplace. Does anyone use Facebook Marketplace? It's crazy the things that you sell that people want. Like today, it's a heat sealer for packaging. I have like 3 of them, just in case. You never know if my one heat sealer doesn't work. Then I have a backup, and if my backup doesn't work, I've got a 3rd backup. Amazon guy. Well, the postman that comes to the back of the house, he knows the girls by name. Well, he knows, I have a dog, but he thinks it's one dog, and he doesn't realize there's 2. So he always says, "Hi, Ellie." But talking to them through the fence is not making it better. It just makes them bark more. It's not like they're wagging, saying hi. eBay used to be garage sale. Yeah, eBay used to be really good. That's how we bought our 2nd condominium, was my eBay sales. I was a power seller. I couldn't believe people were sending me money. You would believe it. This was what? It was probably in 98. And I'd sell my crafts, my cute crunchy crafts online. And the Canadian dollar was so low compared to the US dollar. And that was when people didn't really use credit cards. They used money orders. And I'd go down to my mailbox every day, and there'd be like 11 checks. It was crazy. It was like the Wild West back then. Well, you put it on for free. You should have sold it, Anthony. Brad says he wants me to sell my iRobot and my other one that cleans the floors, but I don't want to. I just want to get them to work. They don't work. Hi ho, Blake. You missed all the good stuff. You missed all the good stuff. Now you can see me selling in the marketplace. You're making a stir fry? Stir fry what? Oh, you guys. Anthony, are you here? Anthony's here? Anthony is so kind. Sometimes he sends us skip the dishes. He's really nice, right? All the way from Florida, we get skip the dishes from Anthony. And the other night, I didn't see his message that it was coming, so it was there in the morning when we got up. It was early, so it wasn't like it was there. It was out in the heat or anything. And I said, oh, Brad, we can eat it. Well, we went out last night, so we couldn't eat it last night. So Brad said he'd take it for lunch. And then I looked at the receipt from Anthony, and it was vegan chicken. So Brad doesn't know he's eating vegan chicken, so I want to see what I'll say. How was it? Anthony, did you hear me? I know Anthony's so good to me. Right, Kiwi? Well, you missed a lot, Leanne. So I'm dying to hear it. He probably thinks it's real chicken. Anthony. No ribs. Yeah, he's really nice. Anthony's really, really nice. I've got so many nice people. You guys are all nice. Well, I haven't heard anything, Anthony. He hasn't messaged me and said, there's something weird with that chicken. He hasn't messaged me. I told Jensa this morning, my daughter, who is vegan, and so she's, are you having chicken stir fry? Anyways, so, anyways, no message, so he probably thinks it's chicken. Right? Must be chicken. And our poor daughter last night, oh my God. She, Brad's been paying for driving lessons for her. Well, we have them. But let's give Brad all the credit. Anyways, Brad's been paying for driving lessons for Jensa. And she really likes her driving. I'm not going to tell him. I'll wait till he comes home. If he says, we're going to eat it tonight. We're going to eat the other ones tonight. Anyways, she really likes her driving instructor because he's calm, he's older, you know, no pressure, takes away her anxiety because she's very anxious about driving, very anxious. So anyways, we told her that you have to practice during the week between lessons, right? We've been trying to get her to learn to drive since she was 16. Finally, she's doing it. Because she lives really far away from anything fun for her in London. Anyways, so she called us, or called me crying last night. Crying. She said, I'm never going to drive again. So she was bawling her eyes out. She said, I'm never driving again, blah, 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 blah. I'm the worst driver. I nearly killed Josh, nearly killed Lennon. That's it. Driving's not for me. So we basically had to talk her off a cliff. I guess what happened was Josh, her boyfriend, was helping her, and he was in the passenger seat. And I guess she was going around a curve, and she kind of, I don't know, it was a hill, and she had to turn left up a hill, and I guess she couldn't see something, and she ended up in the wrong lane. And the traffic was oncoming. The traffic was coming, and then Josh yelled at her, and all of a sudden it was just like she just fell apart. So she had to go off and then their big truck was behind her, and she's got that thing too. Like she's, where she's scared of the angry older white man who yells at all the female drivers. Anyways, so she's scared of that too. So anyways, I guess she just had a total meltdown. She pulled up the side of the road. She said she's never driving again. But she's better today. She's got major anxiety. I don't know where she got it from. Anyway, so she's gonna, I think what happens, what happens when you're learning to drive and like the person in the car is usually a male. Okay, I'm talking to us females, right? When we learned to drive, the helper was usually a male. And, when they're telling you what to do, you don't make the decisions by yourself. So you're like listening to their instructions. So once you start listening to their instructions, you take away all of this is like, you know what I mean? Like your thing, like stop, blah, 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 all the things. And if they don't say it, then you don't do it because you suddenly focus on what they're saying and not your driving. So yeah, I think that's what happened. He stressed her out. So, and then he tells her how to drive, and that's not how she drives. That's not how she's supposed to drive, but she's being taught by someone who teaches people to drive, right? Anyways, but my friend said something really nice. She said, you're not learning to drive for you. You're learning to drive for you and Lennon, for your family, right? Not for you. You're doing it for your family. So, yeah. Like when Brad had a heart issue once, and then he also had a broken leg, and he couldn't drive. And he would like sit and tell me what to do, like, stop here, stop there, turn right, turn left, blah, blah, blah. Freaked me right out. She failed you because I pulled out on a main road. It was raining and I was totally fine. She failed me. I hope Jensen doesn't fail. Oh my God, if she fails. She fails. I don't know what we're gonna do. But each lesson's like $200. Here, you go up here. You don't need to be on me now. Here, you got buttons. Let's get you some buttons. I'm covered in feathers now. Look at all those buttons. You were crushed? I bet. That'd be the worst. Your mom had to learn to drive as an adult for her children. It wasn't easy. I learned when I was 18. You had driver's ed in school? What a great thing to have in school because it's expensive. Yeah, nerves. Your mom freaks out and thinks you're all gonna die? No, you haven't been muted. That's a good thing to have in school. Driver's ed. I can handle Brad driving. I'd rather sit in the back. Well, Jensen gets flustered. And second guesses, you know, am I on the brake or am I on the gas? You know, when it doesn't become habit, like if it's not habit yet, you have to think twice about brake or gas. You have to go on the 401. That would be terrible. Have you seen the 401 lately? Your mom got your dad to teach you. Oh wow, that's good. They can do that in Canada that I know. Driver's ed. So a crackpot does cracky stuff or what? How does it work? I'm still waiting for the lady to show up for my $50 heat sealer. Thanks, Anne-Marie. That's how you do donuts? I used to have a little Chevette. Well, she was not nice. Oh, with crock pot with cracks in it. Then you might as well get an Instapot now because crock pots are expensive. Probably wouldn't be good insurance. Like, how would a school insure you now? You stopped your I'm an amazing parallel parker. I can do it in one move. It holds things but leaks a little. Yeah, donuts. I used to do them with my Chevette. Do you know how to use a stick shift still? Oh, it's an autocorrect. Manual transmission. Thank you, Paula. Oh, okay, Carrie. I saw your comment about selling Lululemon. Did it go well? Oh, the color, right, the color. The color wasn't right. She wanted a refund. You did the donuts in the mall parking lot? Yes, the YouTube crew is very cool. Like, this is the cool people. Where all the cool Cocoa Towners hang out. It's like the popular bar, right? You know, the one that people line up to get into? That's what YouTube is. It's like where all the popular people hang out, and there's lineups out the door, like starting at 7 at night. You sold tons of Lululemon? Maybe I should sell my Lululemon on eBay. I'm gonna try Marketplace first. Yes, the pre-party, right. Oh, Anne-Marie became a member. Welcome, Anne-Marie. Now you can see those cute little emojis. There's Lulu groups on Facebook for selling. I want to keep my Lululemon in case I get skinny again. I always think I'm going to be a worker outer and I'm going to get back to the when I used to work out. I could sell anything to anyone. Wow. I don't know. We're gonna go down on Saturday. We get to go down on Saturday to a place called Birch Bay, and we're gonna look at all the different places you can park RVs. I'm excited about that. Because I moped and moped and moped that Brad doesn't do anything with me in the summer. So he said that, so I was excited. But now, guess what? Now I'm stressed out going. I'd rather. We never get skinny again? Don't say that. Jade, you go to the member page on my page. You're right. We haven't seen Cookie. I locked him out. He's the marketplace guy. Girl. Okay. What are you doing in Kiwi's cage? How did you get in there? How did you get in there? See, he's up there. You have a lot in size 6? Yeah. It's just sitting in storage. It would far, far away. So if we park it somewhere close, maybe we would go use it. Anyway, so yeah. So now I'm stressed to go down to Birch Bay. Stressed right out. Like, oh my God, am I going to be able to get everything done? New tags? How am I going to get everything done before I go? What about the border lineup? It's just over the border here. It's on the ocean, and I think there's a lake. It's over the ocean. Let's see. Cookie. You guys, you want to see Cookie? Might get cut off. Where's Cookie? Where's Cookie? I hear some ticky-tacking. Oh, he was in Rue's cage getting treats. Rue, you're supposed to watch out for the lady who's going to come and buy. Oh, Blake, you're a frequent flyer now, too. I don't want to get cut off because you guys got to babysit the birds while that lady comes. Babysit Coco. That's right, Carrie. Thank you. Okay. The last thing she said, I plan to be there this afternoon after 4. Is that okay? I'll give you more precise time closer. I want to see if my son wants to eat before we go home, and I won't know until we are done at acupressure appointment. So. Yeah, we got 2 members today. Coco, let's give you a treat. You want a snack, Coco? Uh-oh, she's gonna be mad. Look at, she stops what she's doing because I have Rue. Here, Rue, you get down here for a minute. She's mad because I got Lou. Thanks, guys, for all the members. Oh, she was excited. Well, I don't know if she was excited. For sure, inside she was excited. Because really, Coco was a miracle. She actually said to me that night, when we were talking about the surgery, because it was like Well, basically, she's going to be in so much pain that if we don't do the surgery, she's going to have to be euthanized. Could you imagine? Well, she would say that because the pain would be crazy. Can you imagine if I had to euthanize Coco? Oh my god. I'd never be the same. Oh, here comes Cookie Monster. I think it's membership. Members. Yes, look at her now. She's crazy. Plus, she's getting back to being mischievous. Well, it wouldn't even be a decision. It's not even a decision. It was like, okay, euthanize her or put her through that surgery and she's probably gonna die. That's what she said to me, basically. And something in me just said, I just looked at the floor and I thought, oh, she's gonna be here around 5. I looked at the wall and I thought, in my gut, do the surgery. Because, I mean, there was also the, like, put her through that surgery and, like, right before she goes to sleep, I gotta say goodbye. So it was basically, I was saying goodbye that night. Actually, she is not on antibiotics. The doctor doesn't need to see her for a month. Yeah, I had no choice but to do the surgery. But I also had that experience with B, my African Grey. It was like, it was either she lives through the surgery or we euthanize her. And she didn't live through the surgery. Well, she lived through the surgery, but she died 2 days after. She couldn't handle it. Of course, I was worried about all of Coco's organs and all that stuff, because that's what killed B. Yes. I honestly wouldn't have been able to do it without you guys either. I was like in total shock that night. Yeah. Like, my vet would never euthanize a bird unless it was like it was suffering. Never, ever. She would never do that. Because some people just bring their animals in to be euthanized. Yes. She is. This bird wants to live. She really wants to live. And here I am giving her all that junk. Yeah. Enjoy all the small moments. You're right. I mean, she is older. Like, she's 29. Oh, that's a short form I haven't seen before. GTSA. I'm going to use that. So now we're not voting. We voted off Duncan. Duncan's on Redemption Island right now, condo. Good to see you. GTS-wise, good to see you. Duncan got voted off, but you know what? She maybe like it there. She was out all day today, pooping everywhere. Coco is a fighter. I felt like she was gonna survive, but my brain, my emotions felt like she was gonna survive, but my brain was telling me it was pretty low chance of it. That's right, I forgot. I promised you guys hi-ho merchandise last week. What did you say, Cookie? What did you say, sweetie pie? Your Facebook is down. Make sure it wasn't hacked, Lisa. I don't think Facebook goes down. Yeah, she'll use the time wisely. Yeah, you never know. Every day, like things can change in an instant, right? Oh yeah, so what, Tratiel, what was your idea? Me sitting in front of the computer talking about what? What was your idea? Remember, we have to do, I want to do that show, I want to do a show, but we need to think of what my show's going to be about. We decided that local true crime is bad because I'll get killed by Hell's Angels.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. Hi. Oh, cutie pie. What did you guys decide I should do a show about? There's this one lady, Molly Golightly. She just sits in front of the computer and chit-chats. Yeah, it was a long night, Gina. What, just sitting there talking? Voting someone off the island. And yeah, I need to do a YouTube show. What show? What show, you guys? What should my show be about? With birds in the background. Do true crime too, but what? Just like talk about what? Augusto. Why no? I don't know. What if criminals contact me? There's that huge Dre McRae thing going on now. It's huge. You guys heard the Dre McRae thing? Heard about the Dre McRae thing? Bird one. Yeah, let me see. Romance tips for birds. I want Brad to sit, but he doesn't have time. Start with true crime? Start with a true crime story? What do you guys want to hear about? But then again, the thing about it is like, that's what I was like, as soon as I started talking about something, I felt really bad. Like, I couldn't talk about kids. Life with birds, the good, bad, and the ugly. So I get on and bitch about my birds. That would be a good show. You're into Scientology? Romance tips from Newman? Ah, Newman. How bad it is? So we can talk about cars and birds. Yeah. But it's like people get invested in a certain case too, though. Like.
Ah.
And then I feel really bad. Like, say I'm talking about Summer Wells, and she went missing. And and I'm talking about it, and I'm monetizing that content. I feel too guilty. I couldn't do that. I'd be like making money off the back of a child. So I don't know. Or the death, like true crime. You know what I mean? I don't know. I could try it. I could try something. You know, the thing about it is if you just start, something will fall in place, right? Yeah, she does it. Ziggy does it. Ziggy does it. Ziggy went on that date. She ended up seeing that guy. Oh, Ziggy. She ended up seeing that guy. He turned out to be kind of like a jerk. You think it would work out? Yeah, I know. It's been sad to watch her. It's been sad to watch her go through it. Because he, like, supposed to be calling her and he wouldn't. They were supposed to go out that night and then he didn't call. And, like, all that stuff. The John Benet Ramsey case and the John Benet Ramsey case I'm interested in. And I'm also really interested in, you know those two little girls that went in Indiana? But you have to bring someone on as a guest to, like, that's been working on the case for a long time, because they know a lot. And then that little boy monkey who went missing too. Missing British girl in Portugal. Oh, I don't know about that one. Yeah, I want to do the show. I don't know what to do though. Anyways, it'll come to me. I tried doing the stories with Rue and she just was not cooperating. She was scared. She's scared. Oh, new Dateline podcast, Missing in America? It's Portugal. Is she? I'm going to Google it right now. Here, you get down on the ground. I'm going to Google something. Oh, Madeline McLean? Oh. Madeline McLean? I think that case is solved. That little girl? Why did you stop jail-splaining? Did we finish the topic? I think we did. I think we did. Here, Newman's going, hi. See, like, I've been waiting all day. I don't think the parents had anything to do with it. And John Benet, I don't think the parents had anything to do with it either. I don't know why they don't send the DNA. I have no idea why they wouldn't. She hasn't ever been found, but they know who did it. And Definitely. And I don't know why the Boulder police think that the parents did it still. Oakley Carlson? I don't know that one. Boy. Michael Vaughn, that's another one. And that little girl, she just disappeared from her complex. Her family was from Afghanistan. Serena or something. Newman's imitating a conversation. Elma Washington? Nothing proven. Yeah, but there's nothing proven, but there is DNA, and they'll be able to find out. And the DNA is from someone that's not the family, so. Yeah, no, he sued that, the brother sued, but it says there's unidentified male DNA on her. And the brother sued that, was it NBC or ABC, and won millions and millions of dollars. Yeah, Alexa alert. She's driving me crazy with that alert. The Michael Vaughn case is very suspicious. Yeah, and they should solve the John Bonet case. They don't get the DNA tested. And I don't understand why they don't. Because that C.C. Moore, C.C. Moore, the one that does the familial DNA family tree, she said that she could find out in 12 hours who did it, if she had access to the DNA. Means you gotta go do dishes? You gotta wash them by hand? Yeah, he remarried. I feel bad for the dad. He just has that sadness about him. If you go on YouTube, there's a 60 minutes. They did a 60 minutes thing on 63 Minutes Australia, which I've been listening to a lot. What town? Alma is a rural town between Puget Sound and Pacific Ocean. Vitamix. You wash it by hand? I thought you were just supposed to put a little bit of soap in the Vitamix and then keep it go. I thought you turn it on and it cleans it. See, that's what Cookie says. Cookie agrees with me. I always feel so guilty when I hold her. Oh, get stuff. Her Oakley Carlson. Her parents went on trial. I don't think it. I don't think it. You have an alibi? Which level is jet blend? How do you find jet blend? Mine doesn't have that jet. You're born with no DNA? No, they don't, Jordan. They can do a family tree from the DNA. That's how they've been finding people. That's how they found that serial killer in California. They do a family DNA. Familial DNA matches. Would you guys upload your DNA to that public thing? Because you can have a chance. You have a opportunity to upload your DNA. I don't want my DNA out there. I'd be scared. Like, what if I find out someone in my family murdered someone? Or what if I found out I had a sibling? I mean, I don't want another sibling. I don't need one. If you watch CeCe Moore's show, like, she wants to do, there's a young real estate agent that got murdered in Victoria here. They never found out, a girl. They never found out who did it. And I think the dad said that CeCe Moore approached him to help, and the police didn't want it. I did Mindy say so. Yeah. Yeah. What if you got busted stealing Cookie? Hey, Cookie, what are you doing? You found out you had 3 older siblings? Were you glad to know that? It's past Facebook time. Here, you go play with the beds. Okay, everyone, I gotta go. I'm gonna get onto Facebook. People waiting. 5:03. Okay, we'll see you on Facebook, everybody. Thanks for watching. Oh, the lady's pulling up.